Hello, my friends. It's Andy over at today's CBD Oil and Wellness Show. How are you doing? I am coming to you and going to talk to you about vegetarianism. It was supposed to be part of my show yesterday, but because of the time change and my late start yesterday, I thought I would focus just on that issue in regard to my prostate cancer. So if you missed that show and you want to know what that's all about, you can watch that. It'll be down below just a little bit after a few other posts, possibly depending on where you're watching it. I'm also broadcasting on Twitter through Periscope and YouTube. And so you can find it there too. It was great yesterday to see some people commenting from Twitter and people commenting from YouTube. It's awesome when you see people catching and finding some of the shows on some of those other platforms. That means the technology that I'm using is working, and I love it very much. But I have a lot of questions about vegetarianism. I've tried it a few times before, and I can't remember how long the longest I've gone has been. Maybe a couple weeks, sometimes a couple days. But I'm on day 9, I believe. It's either 8 or 9. I'm pretty sure it's day 9. And now I have to see here why it's asking me to do this. Hold on. I'm trying to share something. I guess I need to click that button. Google will not be able to record the contents later. I'm going to end my show probably if I do it wrong. So I want to make sure I want to make sure and concentrate, because it is important that I don't end my show. It's been funny because I have had a couple incidents there. I'm going to take this off. Hold on. It's not ready. I'm not ready to show you that yet. I've just been, it's been crazy. You have no idea. And I'm not whining or anything. My life is great. I have 5 great kids. I have, divorce I'm going through. It's a nightmare. It's school issues. I'm a vice president of the PTA. And then, you just got, and then you have life. You got other things that are going on. Got multiple businesses that I'm trying to run, and traveling. And it's been an amazing life and time. The thing is that some things suffer, right? When you're busy doing these other things, you can't get these other things done. And then you kind of fall off the map for a short time. But one thing, as I was traveling, I went onto Netflix and looked for a couple documentaries, and I came across the documentary that is called The Game Changers. And The Game Changers, I really didn't know what to expect when I was watching it. I thought maybe they were going to talk about diet and that kind of stuff, and what diets certain champions are have taken over the years that have allowed them to be the best in their business. Little did I know, and I guess I should have read more the description, is that it was essentially about the benefits being a vegetarian. And I started watching. I was going, you got to be kidding me. I had no idea that some of the leading athletes who've won gold medals and championships are all vegetarian. You think, right, that you have to eat meat, right? That we've been told you have to have protein. We've been told that you have to have the certain high protein diet, and that's through steaks and being a carnivore, which I love being a carnivore, by the way. I'm not doing this out of some type of protest. I think cows have been raised for us to kill them and eat them. Sorry. All right. Here, people clicking off. And I love fish. I love sushi. And this has been a difficult 8 to 9 days. I got to tell you, that's why I can't remember, because it's been a little bit difficult. I'm going to go through some of those difficulties, and I want those of you that know something about being a vegetarian to tell me, is this normal? Is it not? Is there something I can do differently to help me through some of these things? Because it's just not that I miss, really good tasting food. Vegetables are fantastic. I love good vegetables, but they don't taste like bacon, and they don't taste like a good ribeye. Oh my gosh. A good ribeye steak. Oh, I got to go pick up my son soon. Hold on. I got to get my phone. Sorry, my alarm's going off. I'm coming back. I promise. I'm coming back. Oh my gosh. So, yes, I got to go pick up my son. That's my alarm to remind me, because I normally don't pick up my son after school, because normally I don't have him on Mondays, except for I have all the kids all week. I don't have any days without my kids this weekend. There's days that I would normally not pick them up, so I need to be reminded. And that's how good I am at being a dad. I need an alarm to remind me to pick up my kids. All right, so So very quickly, because I got to leave here in just a little bit, in about 10 minutes. I planned on this being very short, but I want to share the show with you, and so you can see it here. This is what's called The Game Changers on Netflix. If you haven't seen it yet, I'd watch it because it's really interesting. It also talks about how the reduction of the amount of animal food, right? Animal-based food. Also reduces cancer, at least the studies that were presented here. And I don't know the name of the studies or where they were done or when they were done, but they've showed that, at least in this documentary, that reducing your meat intake has shown a benefit in relationship to reducing the cancer that you potentially could have, or you already have, and it decreases. It's something about the meat that actually is feeding that cancer in some cases. I think that's the correct one. Watch it for yourself. Don't take my quotes for sure. I'm gonna look at my comments in just one second, but I need to get through some of the things I'm talking about. And this is the thing that prompted me. You know what? I'm going through this thing where my elevated PSAs have put some concern as to whether or not I have a type of prostate cancer that needs to be addressed right away. Up to this point, it's been a slow growing cancer based on the biopsies I had and MRI and whatnot. And the doctors up until recently said that I could just monitor it and I'm probably going to die from something else. I really don't need to be concerned. But it elevated to a 10 PSA that now they're a little bit more concerned, even though the biopsies have showed either I don't have a prostate cancer, or if I do, it's minute and just microscopic and doesn't need to be concerned. So instead of waiting, instead of going in for surgery right away, I'm looking at some other options. I'm getting other opinions and that kind of stuff. So vegetarianism is one of those things I'm looking at. And I thought I'll try right away. As soon as I get back from New Orleans, that's it. I'm going to be a vegetarian for a while and see what the results are. And that's where I'm at. So here are some of the difficulties. Hey, Davies, nice to see you. Hello, hello. Mark, awesome. Nice to see you. And how's it, brah? It's good, brah. Nice to see you. And I like this hi, Andy. Is that because of my logo? I'm not high, but hi anyway. All right. So here are some of the things for those of you that understand. I'm going to talk a little bit about some stuff that you probably normally don't like to talk about. However, since I've been on this vegetarian thing, almost immediately, listen, I was just in New Orleans where I had, I don't know how many raw oysters and then some cooked oysters, charbroiled oysters, made different ways with different sauces. I had alligator sausage. I had fried alligator. I had, what else did I have? Oh, I had bone marrow, digging right out of the bone that's cut in half, digging that out, and bacon jam along with that bone marrow. And what else did I have? Oh, I had duck waffles. All fantastic. All wonderful. Ate it all. Not one single problem with my stomach. Had normal bowel movements, had normal urination. Everything was fine. I don't know if I ever talked about this on a Facebook Live before, but everything was fine, right? Then I immediately on the day following, which I got on the Sunday, on that day, I went vegetarian, right? And since then, and this has been, again, 8 days since then, I have, 8 days. Now I know because it was a Sunday and now we're on Monday. So 8 days, I have been eating nothing but vegetables in a lot of different forms, avocados, I've eaten, great salads from Whole Foods and from the other new place that's right down the street that's fantastic, Bristol Farms, Soup Plantation. I've eaten vegetable soups, vegetable chili, with kidney beans, black beans, whatever you want to call it. And what else? Some, bean burritos. And with really good salsa, chunky salsa, all put in there. So I've been able to, eat fairly a wide variety of vegetables and that kind of stuff. But my stomach has been painfully bubbly. Is that the word? I had a lot of, gas issues building up, and it's just always uncomfortable when I sit down or do something. There's this discomfort when I'm going to bed, and my stomach has just been jacked up. And now for the uncomfortable, I've been going, number 2, probably 5-6 times a day. All right, 5 or 6 times a day. And it's been crazy, like difficult. I'm taking Metamucil, and it has not been fun. And I'm sharing this because this is what I do. That's what I do. I share this with people, and I see 29, 30 people are on right now that are probably just, and it's switching off. I've already lost 3. Oh, I gained 1. I gained 1 back. And here I am telling you about all of this. And so this is what I know. Does it get better? And what am I doing wrong? If you could please comment, I would appreciate that. I'm going to come on later on in the evening and address this again to the evening, because I want lots of people that potentially can see this, that are in this space, who will be able to tell me some of these things and be able to share with me how I can get out of this situation. I haven't given up yet. Normally, my pain and the got to clean out the top. And I was thinking that too, Mark. Thank you for saying that. I was thinking about that, about the toxins. Maybe I don't know. Yesterday I got the sweats, and I'm I'm not going through any kind of change that I know of. My hormones are changing. And last night I was sweating. I asked the kids, "Are you guys hot?" And they go, "No, it's perfectly fine in here." And I was sweating. And then I went to the bathroom, and it was bad, right? It was, you got to get out the brush bad. And it's just been a terrible experience. I'm not happy right now. I wish I could say, since I've gone vegetarian, that I feel great, that everything has changed. The angels are singing, the clouds have opened up, and I feel fantastic. But for me, that is not what's happening. You're thinking digestive enzymes, raw veggies are hard to digest. No. See, this is why I do the Facebook Live. I've done some research on the internet, but there's all these people have all these different kinds of opinion. Can I have cheese is one of my other questions. Can I have animal products but not meat? Is that okay? Would I be violating some rule? Does it change what the game changers are talking about? Is that not what are they talking about? Vegan as opposed to vegetarianism? I have so many questions, and I want to come on later on this evening. Hopefully I can make that happen, where I'll come on later this evening and we'll continue this discussion. But I wanted to set some things out there into the environment and let you guys know what I'm going to be doing later on. And my phone has been ringing like crazy. I must have had 15 phone calls in the last 2 hours from nobody I recognize. And when I did answer one, and of course it was a robo call. So none of them are anything that who I want to talk to. Sorry about the ringing. So again, if those of you that are vegetarianism or know somebody, make sure I'm going to post a pre-schedule. This time I'll do it on time, because there's no time change. The time change got the best of me. And tonight I want to get some answers to my questions. All right. I hope this, I should have got rid of this a long time ago. So I hope this has been helpful in order to get the conversation started. Go ahead and comment, just like Mark and Steve have, and Davies, and comment if you're watching the replay. Let me know your thoughts, and kind of pay attention to my page if you wouldn't mind, because I'm going to post a pre-scheduled Facebook Live where I'll be talking this further tonight, and hopefully have some answers. And hopefully between now and tonight, I'll be able to find some people that want to join me on the broadcast. For those of you that are watching that are part of Overcome Nation, I will be in Dallas. A bunch of people have been asking me if I'm going to be in Dallas. I will be in Dallas. Everything kind of got altered, and so I will be able to be there. So that's good news. And so I will see you in Dallas at the Overcome Nation event. All right. I will see you later on tonight to talk more about my bowel movements. All right. Talk to you later.